Oh god. Oh. Oh. Oh, Pat. Oh. Whew. A fat pile of virginity has entered the room. Hey everyone, Dartsmouth here. Back with a whole bunch of crap. So I was searching through the Facebook Marketplace and I come across this listing for a bunch of trains and track, and I looked through a bit of it. There's a good amount of wind track. There's a good amount of Thomas stuff. I thought, why not? $50, what a steal. So I'm just gonna go through it and see what I got for $3 and see if it really was worth it. So after looking through all this not wooden railway, and then this small area right here is wooden railway. And I got a Tommy Thomas, but that's not all. There is another box, and it's also quite heavy of rolling stock and engines. So let's just look through and see what I got real quick. So let's start off with a talking Henry. It looks like a talking Henry. Yeah, cause audio comes out of here. I mean, it's an okay model, but like, I don't know, the tender doesn't look right. But I mean, Henry's always a nice one to have. Anyways, let's just put that away. And I found another Tommy Thomas with a battery. And oh, look at that, the switch came off. The switch is broken, so yeah. Or Thomas. Here we have a Percy. It's a pullback. That's cool. Oh, here's an interesting one. Here's a wooden railway Mighty Mac. First appeared in season 9, I believe. I also have the Tommy Mighty Mac, which was part of the Thomas Ultimate set, the second edition, I think. I don't think they were like just one-off characters. I'm pretty sure they appeared in a few of the narrow gauge episodes after their first appearance. Interesting characters. An aquarium car. Here we have a wooden railway Mavis. This is in way better condition than my other Mavis, the one I grew up with. Here we have a Lego Duplo Percy head. Now I remember having the Lego Duplos when I was growing up. I had Thomas, Percy, and Toby. I believe they released a few others like James, Gordon, and Spencer. I believe I gave those away. Pretty sure. I don't have them anymore. Here is a wooden railway Toby. There's no name on the bottom, so I think this was earlier than 2003. I think it's 2001. Oh, here we have a Tommy Henrietta. I never actually had a Tommy Henrietta. I had Toby, but if I were to use like a Henrietta, I would use like a Clarabelle. So it's real nice to have a Tommy Henrietta. Okay, here we have a Take and Play Thomas. Like, I think this is a 2012, 2013. The 2013 models are actually really nice. Like, I think this is where they actually like perfected the Take and Plays, because they had good proportions, good magnets, and good faces. Honestly, this is really good. They had a good thing going for like 2 years, and then they switched up the line by messing up their proportions and giving them big ass magnets. Honestly, compared to what we're getting to get today, this is really good. Take and Play Percy. I have a bunch of Take and Play, not Take and Play, Take Along Percys. I have a bunch of Take Along Percys. I have like 3 of these. But yeah, a 4th one, always nice. Here we have a classic wooden railway Birdie. Oh, look, this guy's smoking a pipe, which I'm pretty sure was omitted in like future releases. This is cool. This is pretty cool. Oh, and he doesn't have the big magnet on the back, which is what future versions of Birdie had. Here's a Take Along Molly. Maybe her tender's in the box somewhere. You know, Molly is, I think, had the potential to be a really interesting character if they did more with her than just use her for one episode, then leave her in the background. I mean, they should have brought her back in CGI instead of like using Rebecca as the token female Yellow Engine. They should have just brought Molly back. Here's a 2003 Wooden Railway Percy. Honestly, this is pretty good. Honestly, way better than my 2003 Percy that I had. Salty. Take Along Salty. I have like 2 of these. So, yeah, 3rd one, nice. Arthur. I have 2 other Take Along Arthurs. So yeah, I have a third one now. Yay. An Erdl Express Coach. This is interesting. There is some Erdl stuff in here. In fact, if oh, this is an Erdl Troublesome Truck. Interesting. Here is a cargo car. Again, Wooden Railway rolling stock is always nice to have. Like, I believe growing up, the only rolling stock I had in Wooden Railway was the boxcar, and the Soderline Caboose, and the Chinese Dragon. And then later on down the line, I got a fuel and tar tanker. There might be some more rolling stock down there, I think. Oh, and there's more Erdl stuff. I found an Erdl Thomas and another express coach. This is the brake coach. And this Thomas is actually really, really good. It's got the buffers. There's hardly, doesn't look like that much damage. The face is all right. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I never really liked this Thomas face. When you compare with like the other merchandise lines, like I think Wooden Railway and Tomy, heck, even the Take and Play I showed earlier had like a better Thomas face than the Erdl one. It's still a nice model, just not my favorite Thomas face. Okay, here we have Wooden Railway Fergus. Fergus, interesting character. I also have him in Take Along and Erdl. This gear thingy's kind of cool. Oh, okay, here's an interesting one. Here's a Wooden Railway Mike. I forgot when they made him. But then they made a new version of Mike in 2015 when Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure came out. And the new Wooden Railway Mike is like a lot shorter. This one here is interesting, especially his face. I believe his face is based off one of the illustrations from Small Railway Engines, where he's like smiling at Rex. I believe it's Useful Railways from that story. Again, I never had a Wooden Railway Mike. I had a Wooden Railway Frank, which was the other Arsdale engine that was made in Wooden Railway before Legend of the Lost Treasure. Well, and then I think Legend of the Lost Treasure, it's just Mike and Bert that got Wooden Railway versions. Mike had a Trackmaster model. And then the three small engines were made in Take and Play. Here's an interesting one. This is the Lady Subway toy. You can push down this button, but except I don't know what it does. But yeah, I believe the other Thomas lot I got a few months ago, I found a Subway Diesel 10 in here. I believe there are like four Subway toys. There's like Thomas, Percy, Lady, and Diesel 10. There might have been another one. Maybe I'm wrong. What the hell is this? Okay, here's two Take-Along Skarloeys. I think I also got another Take-Along Skarloey from the last Thomas lot that I got a few months ago. Maybe I can repaint one of these to be Italian. Speaking of Skarloey, here's a Erdl. There's an Erdl Skarloey. Doesn't have the buffer stickers. But I mean, it's still relatively good. Still looks relatively good. Here's an Erdl Terrence. Still looks relatively good, I'd say. Oh, here we have Wooden Railway Splatter and Dodge. The one thing about Splatter and Dodge is that I don't really like their faces. I remember seeing like a picture of the Erdl prototypes for Splatter and Dodge. Different faces, not these. Like these faces are on every like Splatter and Dodge merchandise. Like Tomy has these faces, as well as Erdl and Wooden Railway. I remember they were supposed to come back in Day of the Diesels, but they were instead replaced by Paxton and Sydney. I think they were also supposed to appear in the Great Race, but they were just replaced by just standard, regular Class 08 shunters. Oh, here's a Skarloey. 2003, another Skarloey. Wow. I don't know, I don't really have anything to say about it. I already have like 3 versions of Wooden Railway Skarloey. Like this version, an earlier version, and I think a 2012 Skarloey. Okay, here's a musical caboose, which it does not work anymore. Oh goodness, this is Dash from Misty Island Rescue. I don't believe I ever have any of the logging locos. So maybe Bash is in there somewhere. And like, oh goodness, we still have a lot to go. Here's a Take-Along Diesel 10, but Pinchy got snapped off. I mean, it's not all scratched up, it's just Pinchy came off. Okay, I found some aquarium cars. Squid car light up, shark car light up. And I believe these are supposed to light up. Like, only the squid lights up, but the shark does not. Okay, I found the cursed Take and Play Thomas. Hold up, let me find the Take Along, or not Take Along, Take and Play. Okay, so they have relatively similar faces, but compare the proportions and the magnets. My goodness, what were they thinking? Just changing it up after having it perfectly down for 2 years. They had the take and play line perfectly down for 2 years, and then they switched it up. Oh yeah, they even stopped painting the buffers. Nice. Take along Percy. It's a snowy Percy, which I have 2 other snowy Percys. I found 2 more Ertl Thomases. Don't really have much to say. I have a bunch of Ertl Thomases. Oh, I found another mini wind-up Thomas thing, which was also part of the last Thomas lot I got a few months ago. Again, I don't really know where this wind-up Thomas is from. If someone could tell me, someone could help me out, that would be greatly appreciated. Oh, cool. It's a take-along Murdoch. Again, I already have a take-along Murdoch and an Ertl Murdoch, which is really, really good. Ah, this is interesting. This is a wind-up Diesel 10, except a part of me wants to say that this is from the Capsule Railway, the Play-Rail Capsule toys. Well, Pinchy got snapped off, though I might be wrong. It does say it's Tomy. I think this is Capsule Railway. It's a monkey car. It's a monkey car. Here is a Tomy troublesome truck. Don't look too happy. Take along troublesome truck. Here is Scruffy with his face peeling off. What? It's Dennis. I already have you. Okay, here is a 2001 Thomas, I believe. I believe I have one of these. Oh, look, it's a low cargo truck from Take and Play. The 2015 Take and Plays. Okay, here's some more Ertls. Here's an Ertl, another Ertl Thomas, is the 4th one, and an Ertl Peter Sam. This is Trackmaster, I believe. I think this was like part of the Trackmaster set. I'm forgetting which Trackmaster set it was, but an engine's supposed to pull a train. It's supposed to go like under this track that activates this gear under there, which flips the thingy. Okay, here is a take-along Spencer. I believe I have take-along Spencer already. Oh, interesting. Here is a take-along Coldy. Nice. Okay, here's an Ertl Percy and an Ertl Harold, but Harold doesn't have his little choppers thingies. The Ertl Percy looks very nice. Now let's see here. It's not a white face, my bad. Okay, here is Tomy Clarabelle. Oh, here's another Wooden Railway Toby. He has a CGI face. Okay, I found 2 Wooden Railway diesels. I guess one of them lights up, and the other one is a 2003 diesel. Ah, here we go. Here's the Diesel 10 with Pinchy. Awesome. Now I have a Wooden Railway Diesel 10. I have a Tomy, a Trackmaster, an Ertl, now a Wooden Railway Diesel 10. Great. Okay, here's a take-along Mavis. Don't believe I had a take-along Mavis before. Here's a Tomy Duck that does not work, I believe. Here's a Wooden Railway Percy. Must be a 2001, I think. Has a name. I think 2001, 2002. I never had this version of Percy. So, nice. Okay, here we go. I have James and 2 more James's tenders. I have James with 3 tenders. Well, this is a 2003 James. I don't know. Oh, well, James has 3 tenders. Beat that, Flying Scotsman. Oh, here's a classic lady. Because I think I only ever had the 2003 lady. Here's a regular take-along Thomas. Here's a take-along Birdie. He has a magnet on the back. Why? Here's a take-along Toby. Cool. Take-along James's tender. Holiday card. Railway crossing sign. Aquarium car. I found Molly's tender. It's Scruff. It's a Tomy Toby, and it works. And let's see, what are we ending it off? What is the last thing in the box? It is a Take and Play Thomas. Just a regular Take and Play Thomas. So yeah, this is everything that I bought for $50. $50 Thomas lot. And I gotta say, this was a pretty successful lot. I was pleasantly surprised at the amount of good things I found. Just from this lot. I think I'm going to make a layout. Just give me a second. Alright, after an hour, here is my wooden railway layout. This reminds me of Kikru24's wooden railway videos. That's what it reminds me of. We got Mike over there pulling some of the smaller rolling stock. We got Scruff over here. There's Diesel. James is at that station over there. There's Mavis, Carloe, Fergus, Mighty Mac, Birdie, Diesel 10, Splatter, and Dodge, Lady. Then we got the Farquhar boys, Thomas, Percy, and Toby. Yeah, it was really fun making this. Like, it really brought me back to making Tomy layouts. Like, I remember I would take all my Tomy tracks, just make a bunch of layouts. And that's just what the modern Thomas toys are missing. It's just the simplicity. I know there have been like some attempts at it, but I just miss making a simple, nice layout with all my tracks. All with the different destinations and the bridges, elevations, turntables, switches. Just making a fun layout is what modern Thomas is just missing. It's just missing the spirit of it. And with the new reboot, I just feel like they're just going to deviate further from the simplicity. Which is why these toys are great. Like, I really loved making this. This was actually a lot of fun. And again, I still have track left over. But yeah, someone who never really had wooden railway growing up, this is great. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little video of the slot that I got and the layout. Thank you all for watching, and see ya.